Airpiece, our own. Some even printed T-shirts, save the Naira, fly Airpiece. Because if you know the amount of money this country is losing, my country is bleeding through the foreign airlines, massively bleeding. And they tell you, oh, their funds are trapped. Your funds are trapped, and you're still increasing your frequencies into the same country that your funds are trapped. Who is fooling who? So it's only when we try to embrace our own that we can save this country.
Hello, everyone. I came across this very, very patriotic interview by Allenonyema of Airpiece talking about their recently opened route from Lagos to London. And as it concerns our industry, diasporans are actually responsible for about 4 to 5% of the economy, and remittance go between 20 billion naira per year, $20 billion per year. But over the past few years, something that has actually discouraged people from coming is the exorbitant air hike. You know, a friend of mine that went to Nigeria last year, she used God abeg to use 1,200 pounds economy to fly back. And I was sitting with an investor, a prospective investor outside of the country, and we're just trying to talk about investing. His partner was telling him that, oh, she had many concerns about investing. I said, okay, why don't you actually come and see things for yourself? And she now said, I'm going to be spending almost $2,000 to come to Nigeria, and I can use 1/4 of that to probably travel to Europe, to travel, to the US, to like many exciting places. And I realized that that was a huge problem. So coming from that and then seeing this thing that Airpiece had done, it's something that gave me a lot of joy. And I want to kind of go through all of the talking points and, dissect that interview, and also appeal to Nigerians in the diaspora to support Nigerians that are doing amazing things. And I believe it's going to open up the economy in no small way.
From my daughter, and then, my friends, they couldn't go home. Can you help give me money to give them to buy tickets? So this time around, I have an airline that could do it. I decided that Nigerians must start coming home. The students, we are going to put measures in place to make sure that this particular subsidy sort of is not abused. I want to do it for my nation. I love this country. These children must come home. They would like to come home. By the time they continue coming home frequently, when they finish, they want to come here to help to develop the country. This is the idea behind it all. It's all about patriotism.
The truth of the matter is that when it's easy for people to come, maybe people are able to come and check out their properties. People are able to dash in maybe for a weekend and not spend a fortune. This will actually increase inflows because you're able to check out. Some investors that have even invested millions, they don't even see the sense in spending. Maybe they will come with all of their family, probably spending 10,000 pounds or $10,000 or more to come to the country. So they'll still be there. So it is it's laudable, and it's something that I'm very excited about. I'm excited on how it can reduce pressure on the Naira, pressure on our FX, and also encourage lots of people. So this summer, I know lots of people are going to come to Nigeria. So many of you too that have bought and are thinking of investing, we could actually do a lot together because Airpiece has crashed down the prices.
And of course, a penchant for Nigerians to always everything foreign. You see some people, oh, how did you go to Dubai? Oh, I flew. They start mentioning Emirates, they start mentioning. The fact is that the same aircraft, the same 777 Emirates uses is what Airpiece uses. But over time, in this country, we tend to embrace everything foreign.
See, I know a lot of people have been burnt in the past trying to patronize Nigerian owned because there's this sort of feeling that it's going to be substandard. The truth of the matter is that after Epis launched this thing, most of the other airlines, they crashed their prices. Virgin, British Airways. So right now, Epis is doing about £750, $750, yeah, for a round trip. And like I said, my friend used that, got that bear go. Like, she was really, really happy to find 1,200 late last year. Most of them were £1,800 for economy. And like he mentioned, these are the people that are complaining that their funds are stuck in Nigeria and they're increasing frequencies and they are still flying here. Yeah, Qatar, 17 hours plus. You know, they had to stop over, and it was kind of like the most affordable. We have to stop over at Qatar and then take another connecting flight. So this has just made things easier. It's affordable, and market trends. And I think this is something to teach the Nigerian government, trying to artificially bolster the naira and whatever. Allow market forces to play. It is a demand and supply thing. So instead of coming to insult British Airways or say, you guys are wicked, see how much you're charging. Literally, when you have open market, open borders, you know, the market will correct itself. That's just the truth of the matter. So it's not by all these things that we are trying to do, you know, productivity and encouraging. And it's so sad how he complained that the Nigerian government is not supporting as much as, I mean, this admin probably has done way more, but said that they are not supporting as much because you're just opening up a whole world of possibilities in commerce, in trade, in tourism, and what have you.
I said so in the past. I said it was either London Heathrow or nothing, because the BASA we signed with the UK is this: you give me your primary airports, I give you our own primary airports. British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, both of them come into my country using our primary airports, Lagos and Abuja. When we applied, they told us Heathrow was not available to us. And they were even suggesting Stansted or Luton. And I found that very insulting. They also suggested Gatwick. I refused. I wanted to go to Heathrow, which is their primary airport. And after some time, I saw that they were trying to frustrate us. I said, okay. As Nigerians, we are groaning under the weight of high fares. I said, okay, what we'll do is to let us go anywhere, even if they want us to go to Scotland. They just start. So we decided to take Gatwick. Gatwick was not really our choice, but in the long run, we decided to see some goods, you know, going to Gatwick. Most of our people live, you know, down southeast part of London, and at the same time, when you look at the traffic situation from Heathrow into central London, I mean, it's very excruciating. But from Gatwick, they allotted the South Terminal to Epis. And when you get to the South Terminal, you get out of immigration, take your luggage, you walk into the Gatwick Express train within 3 minutes. And that will take you to Victoria, right into central London. So from the South Terminal, you have access to tube, you have access to national rail, you have access to the road transport to other parts of the UK. So Gatwick has turned out to even be better at the end of the day for us. That is why we took that Gatwick.
Let me take this opportunity to say that I may be a bit biased against British Airways because I had to fly them recently and they made me pay an extra almost £50 for luggage that was supposed to be a carry-on. So it's unfair the way that they have so much leverage in other countries that they do not give foreigners. You know, just see how they didn't allow him to use Heathrow. He had to use Gatwick. And you know, he mentioned also quality of service. Their food on their plane is the worst. They don't even, like, there's even one time I was on the plane and then their turkey was never cooked. It was such a, it was rubbish. Let's just call it speed, rubbish. And they are seeing the Nigerian trying to disrupt that, and they're making life difficult. And I think it's time we wake up and smell the roses.
Foreign airlines are coming into this country, land from the, for example, let me say it, Qatar comes from Doha, lands in Abuja, drops passengers in Abuja, goes to Port Harcourt, drops passengers in Port Harcourt, comes back to Abuja, pick passengers from Abuja again before going back to their country. President Tinubu should know that his country is being fleeced. That is the truth. No country in the world allows that. Not even the mighty America, with all their economic might and their might in aviation, would allow you to do city hopping. Then a poor country like Nigeria is allowing foreign tendencies to ravage our reserves. And we are asking, where are the dollars going? These things are putting pressures on the dollars. The foreign airlines are giving multiple frequencies into your country. They are giving multiple destinations into your country. We are not even quarreling with multiple destinations. If they like, give them 10 destinations. Fly to Akure, fly to Ibadan, fly to Kwale, fly to anywhere. Let them fly from their country to that destination direct and leave from that place back to their country if they feel they want to do something. Or when you tell them, the ministers will tell you, oh, that's what the people, because politicians, they want everything to. We cannot continue to bleed the country. We cannot continue to bleed the country just to please certain tendencies of political, expediency. No, hell no. We fly India. Epis flies to India. We fly to Bombay. We apply to get New Delhi, to join it. India refused. They said, when you land in Delhi, when you land in Bombay, get an Indian airline to take your passengers to Delhi. They refused. In America, if you go with ordinary private jet, maybe you're going to Atlanta. The private jet might not have the endurance of 13 hours to go to Atlanta, but you could go to New York of 9 hours. When you land in New York just to refuel, you take that private jet from New York to Atlanta, you are not allowed to move with that jet inside America any longer. You have to look for another airline to patronize because they want you to spend your money in their country. And when you want to go back, you go the same route that you came into America. You're not allowed to do that. The one of commercial aviation, flight schedule operations, that one is a no-no. You cannot drop here, then go to that place in America. You never. Not even in Britain. Nowhere in the world. Nigerian government officials will go and sign bastards that are killing their own country. And they blame Nigerian Airlines. The money the Nigerian Airlines would have made through picking the passengers they drop in the destinations.
Sounds like we need more aviators in government. Thank you.
I keep saying, and it gives me so much joy when Nigerians in the diaspora contact me every day and say, I live here, we have a lot of things here, but we want to invest there. Because at the end of the day, these people don't like you. I don't even know how I can even say it any better. And you can obviously invest abroad for the returns and also stability and whatever. But when push comes to shove, they will choose themselves over you. So you've been flying to the major routes, the major airports of a country, and you cannot even return the favor. These guys can be very crazy. These guys can be, and I think it's a wake-up call for everyone, Nigerians in the diaspora, everybody, to look within and look home and see how we can, strengthen our industry, strengthen our businesses so that we can stand and not just depend on these guys, because at the end of the day, they're just looking for their own selfish benefits. Okay, so I'm going to just leave it there. You can watch more of that interview on Arise TV. It's a whole 30-minute interview, but Nigerian government needs to support the aviation industry and also support really more industries. and people as well. You know, it's not perfect. Wale Aiyala, he started this channel called Doing Business in Nigeria, and things are not perfect, but sometimes you need the private sector to disrupt things. Come with the exposure, you know, see how Onyema is able to make life more affordable. He has eased the strain, a little bit of the strain of, you know, Nigerians now want, lots of Nigerians, I say they're going to buy airpiece, you know, flying from London back, and, you know, hopefully more routes and more countries open, and these people are able to reduce their fares, and there's less, you know, I mean, I think our leaders should be proactive and realize that this thing can help your country. This thing can just an enabling environment and helping businesses thrive. And, you know, if you're also thinking of investing in Nigeria, this is a very, very good time. You know, this is kind of like the buyer's market, because real estate is going for dirt cheap. Lots of people are selling assets because of, you know, so for people that have the staying power to hold HNIs that can hold for the next 5-10 years, now is the good time to put in your money and get your return in investments in the next 5 years when everything balances up. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you got value from this video. Kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe. This is the Ownahome.ng TV show. Here at the Ownahome.ng TV show, we believe that owning a home, owning a property should not make you lose sleep. So we're committed to giving you the very best property recommendations and inside real estate gist. Kindly like, kindly share, kindly subscribe. I'll see you at the very next video. Bye-bye.